I received a powerful compliment yesterday, and it's one of those compliments that makes your heart kind of well up. And I realized that in accepting this compliment, it's actually a compliment from way more than just me. And because we're connected to everybody, and within our countries, we are supported. We are supporting each other, and we are supported by each other. And so, in receiving this compliment, I realized that all the things I've been able to accomplish are not by my own strength. And I do believe in a divine higher power that gives me the strength to do all things. And I have done amazing things because of that strength and that power. But I also look at this country, Canada. I look at the government that has the programs that support single moms, that supports people with special needs, that allows us to live a life that in other countries just simply wouldn't exist because those supports don't exist. I've had so many times where the Canadian government has given me so much help and support. We get to live in our home, a stable home, and we've been here for 17 years. And without the Canadian government, we would have been homeless or living in a very, very small space, cramped in together in a very challenging neighborhood full of very challenging situations for my kids and me. And have this freedom to have always food in our fridge and to have more than enough to share, to have gas in our tank, and to have a car. Just having a car, being able to go someplace, being able to drive someone somewhere. And every time I take somebody someplace, I have to say a prayer of thanks to Canada for allowing that to be. Because without the Canadian government and the supports and helps for me in my home that the government helps me have, I wouldn't be able to take that person to a grocery store, or that person to church, or that person to an appointment. My ability to help others, to be useful, to be able to give back, to give to charity, to give to neighbors, to give to friends and family, to give to strangers, it all comes back to God and to the government of Canada and their infinite understanding of the investment necessary to help people in poverty to come out of that place of poverty in their minds and their hearts and their beings in order to be able to give back, because that's the only way forward. You keep giving to rich people, you just make richer people. But when you give to poor people and you make them feel safe and valued and included and respected, you give them a sense of power and worthiness, and you see them shine. And there's always going to be people who will take advantage of systems like these. And it is in those minds and hearts that we need to help the most, because they can't see what a powerful gift they have. They haven't understood what gratitude is and the power of gratitude to manifest even more things to be grateful for, to manifest more opportunity to be powerful enough to help others, to have the mindset and the freedom to do so. And so when I take this compliment, I realize that they're not really complimenting me. I'm just a reflection. I'm just a demonstration of a divine power and a government that shows the fruit of that divine power. Because the Canadian government shows the fruit of Christ in their mercy, in their grace, in their patience, in their long suffering, in their joys as we celebrate together at various times. But mostly in their charity, in the way they give and give and give. And that giving has created stability, a sense of security, a sense of community, and it could be more so if those who feel resentful over the little bit extras that they have to pay can understand that they are transforming lives. They are healing families. They are creating a network of support systems across this great country. And without them, we can't shine. And if we don't shine, their lights are dimmer. The richest in this country are blessed by the poorest who are brought up into a place of belonging and value and family. And I'm living proof, and my children are. I have these amazing people, and if we were living in another country, more than likely, at least one of them would not be here in this world anymore. He wouldn't have survived what he went through. The other one, gosh, I can't see any positive outcomes in their lives in any other country but Canada. And each one of them shine because they are Canadian and because the Canadian government has invested in them as individuals and as our family, in this home and in this freedom and in this peace and this ability for us to be connected and to help and to serve each other and our neighborhood and our extended family across Canada. And we are proud to be here. So I take this compliment and I send it out to every person in Canada. When you pay your taxes, and when you pay taxes at the pump, and when you pay taxes in grocery stores, and when you pay taxes, this is not stealing. This is us being a family, taking care of each other. And you may sometimes think that you're not getting your fair share, but there are things that you don't see that are changing this world in the way that we live every day. We have less crime because of people investing in poverty. We have more people helping, serving, volunteering because of people investing in poverty and recognizing that everybody has value. Everybody can have a great education and rise into great and wonderful places that will make this country even greater. So stay brilliantly blessed. Thank you, Canada. Thank you. Thank you, Justin Pierre James Trudeau. And thank you, Mark Carney. And thank you for government people who recognize that we have to lift up the weaker if the strong are ever going to really, truly understand their strength. Stay blessed.